Hi, this is Lil Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into a microphone. Why? Well, just because I can. And I continue with Elex Blind. I last time leveled up some of my attributes, so I should have enough now to learn a couple of skills that I wanted.
Teach me something.
Yeah, will do.
The problem is I don't exactly remember who teaches them. Like, I want this, that's for sure. Unlocks the ability to acquire special trophies from animals. And the next level requires intelligence 35 and dexterity 30. Okay, that's it for now, for this branch of skills. But I also want a lockpicking from this from the crafting tab, which I do believe the thief in the tavern teaches. So I'll go talk to him.
Don't steal anything here. Ah, Gunfast. What news from the fields?
There must have been some more incomers.
Why did you stop?
There you are. I told you you wouldn't be forgotten.
You heard about the
Born may have his faults, but he looks after his people. You could do a lot worse for an overseer than him.
Okay, I guess they were talking about the incursion.
Drink first.
You hear Yora's still looking for volunteers to go up to the converter?
Good luck to him.
You say it's a solution.
I don't know anyone who's going to risk that journey in a hurry.
That makes them dangerous. Completely sure.
I guess they were talking about the rot boar attack.
Serious?
Is that what you
You're the
believe?
second person to tell me that today.
Well, that's one view of it.
Do you know if Ragnar's sent out a search party yet?
Oh yeah.
Should just have kept his
Ragnar's
mouth
always
shut.
popping in here to let me know his plans. Treats me like a brother. Don't worry. I have your back.
I'm gonna keep
Okay,
quiet
so I'm
about
looking
that,
for that
no matter what they say.
Alric guy,
If these rumors were true.
or whatever exactly he was called.
They say he was eaten alive when he was on that last
All you'll find in Zakor is death and misery.
He's not here though,
I don't believe that.
seemingly,
Yeah, I heard that.
which is a bit annoying because I don't know where to look for him. Oh, he's right here.
Teach me something.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, so I want another level of lockpicking. And this needs intelligence 30, dexterity 35. I will for sure invest in that. I want chemistry as well, which needs more more intelligence. So it seems I will be packing points into dexterity and intelligence for the time being. Sure. Why not? Now.
Technology will get you into trouble here.
Yeah, right. Now that I have another level of lockpicking, I should be able. I should be able to pick the lock on the. Back in your camp, something. What did it say? I didn't even see. But there is a locked chest right here or in the other building. I don't exactly remember, to be honest. I think it was the other building right there. Yeah, there's a chest right here. Move the lockpick right and left to set the correct position of bolts. Right and left, you say.
I'm out of lockpicks.
So they are breaking on top of that, which I didn't even know. Like, I don't understand how this works. I have no idea how to... first of all, how many lockpicks do I have left? Two lockpicks only. So I broke most of them already. In fact. Oh well, that's a learning experience if I ever saw one. But I would like to at least understand how this works. No. This way. Somewhere. Okay, I think I get it finally. Like, it goes in a sequence. I have to like start, find the first one, like a group of where the start is, which in this case were those two, and then I have to check which ones raise and which ones fall, and the ones that fall are like a false lead.
No.
Yeah. So for example, I'm supposed to start with this. No, with this, then this, then this. Then I guess I went right before and it didn't work, so I have to go left now.
Too easy.
Yeah, not quite easy, exactly. Bunch of liquor, which I can sell for some gold. I will reload, because I've lost a couple of lockpicks already in the beginning when I didn't know how it works, so I would at the very least want to keep the two that I have left. So it was this, then this, then this, and this.
Too easy.
Not quite, but I'll take it. Yeah, that was a kind of a steep learning curve, but I'm supposed to find a guy like south of the pit. So let me try going there. The pit is like this way, kind of. And south of the pit are supposed to be the crypts, or like a mausoleum, where the guy is supposed to be, the guy that stole the Elexit from the mana shrine. So like south of the pit is actually this way. like directly, literally this way. So I will just float down and start exploring from here, because there are a couple of houses and the like. Also something that looks like a bunker. This looks like mining equipment.
Ah, shit. Back the fuck off, alright? You don't need trouble. Just walk away and pretend you didn't find me, okay?
You're the one in trouble.
And you came here to talk, did you? You want me to talk? Well, how's this for talk? Go fuck yourself.
Why are you hanging around outside Goliet?
What? I can't stand here? You gonna hassle someone for just standing here? What are you, a fucking owl? So what do you want?
How is life as an outlaw?
Total, unmitigated, and relentless fucking joy. I mean, look at me. Who wouldn't want to be stuck out here waiting to get eaten by raptors?
You're not happy being an outlaw?
You know, at least it was my own stupid, shitty decision to be out here. Those poor dumb pricks up there, they come out here to get eaten by raptors because some other dumb prick tells them to. If there's one thing I've learned, if you're gonna end up in this shit, it's better to make that shit yourself, rather than roll around in someone else's.
What are you doing here?
I'm waiting on your mom. What do you think I'm doing? I'm trying to find some shit that's worth selling. You even know how much tech they have stashed in that pit? They actually throw all that shit away. But while I know that, it's not like I can hang about up there in Goliet to try and get it. Those tree shaggers get funny about outlaws. Sometimes they bar you from the town for no reason.
Are you waiting around for Ornir?
Maybe, might be. There's a chance I know a little shit by that name.
He sent me to find you.
So who are you? The errand boy? What, he's got so rich trading with me he's got servants now?
I'm here to kill you.
What the fuck? That little shit. Listen, you go to him and get that dickhead to start trading again. Tell him, tell Ornir I want the shit he promised me.
What shit?
The shit. The technology Ornir owes me. The prime pieces from the pit. Well, prime is stretching the description, but it's a good arrangement. The Berserkers get rid of the tech they don't want. Ornir gets shards he does want, leaving the question, what do you want?
You're barred from Goliet?
Not barred as such, more like forbidden entry on pain of death. I just took some shit, that's all. It's not like they were even using it. Like I said, they throw all sorts of valuable shit into that pit of theirs. So I'm here to collect it and put it to use.
I don't want to fight him yet, and to be honest, I don't think I could, even if I wanted to. Okay, I don't understand what's going on with those explosions, but that was actually kind of funny. In a way. I don't want to fight him, at least not yet, and even if I wanted to, I'm not sure if I could, really. There's a weapon on the roof. Interesting. Oh, no, it's just metal scrap. It's still kind of interesting. And potentially useful. Is it the creature exploding upon death? No, I guess it was this canister of gasoline or something. So that's good to know that they explode, because potentially I can use it to my advantage by shooting it like with a bow or something. I'm out of ammo. Right? Out of arrows? Oh, not quite.
Out of ammo.
Well, I am now. Okay. Yeah, so I can loot claws out of them now. And presumably sell them for a profit later. But I'm looking for the catacombs or something. which was supposed to be south of the pit, but that's a rather nebulous decision, I mean description. Okay, that's a pre-war settlement. I mean a pre-cataclysm settlement, rather. Might be some valuable loot here, so I will explore it, of course. Stained list. Found in an old world residence. Change the light in the bathroom, change the tires on the car, remove the wading pool in the garden. I think that's all. Add anything I've missed, okay? Yeah, I'm not sure how that helps me or what kind of interesting information is that supposed to provide about the world. And I don't think those buildings have anything to do with the Berserker catacombs, but I am going to explore them now that I'm here. Very old message. Sandra, we had a sudden accident in the family. Unfortunately, this has meant we had to leave early today. Please watch the house and garden for us. We will call you as soon as we get a chance. Thank you and best regards. Okay. I've also found some fuel, which might be useful and costly, potentially. It's weird that the safe wasn't locked. You'd expect a safe of all places to be locked. It's literally its purpose. Old leaflet 3. Say goodbye to low pay and work stress. We are looking for motivated, talented people to make a difference. Apply now at a processing center. Infinite skies for a better future. Okay, so that was a very widespread sort of cooperation before the cataclysm. Because that's the second piece of advertisement I found from them. Dear Mr. Winstons, this letter serves as a confirmation that you have paid in cash the sum of 1999.99 for a PJ 1991 appliance. We hope that you get many years of service from this fine appliance, but recommend that you look at our extra extended warranty. You chose model 1999, the best in its class for this sort of appliance. We hope this appliance changes your life. The refrigeration team. So why call it an appliance? To be honest, well, from it being signed, the refrigeration team, I take it from that it was a refrigerator. But why call it an appliance? That literally tells me nothing about what it is. Like, an appliance could be anything. Anything on the roof, maybe? quite. And where did I come from? I came from this direction, from the mining equipment. So let's check this house next. As I said, none of this seems connected with the Berserkers, but while I'm here, might as well explore. A formal letter and a torn journal. Anything on the roof here? No. Your DNA has been tested and you have been approved as suitable for our project. It will be necessary for us to test your family members. Once you have completed your move to our company facilities, please contact the nearest health center on arrival so that their appointment can be arranged. We will send you details on the relocation package shortly and would welcome any questions about this process. We look forward to meeting you upon your arrival. Infinite Skies. Torn journal. A very old journal about the thoughts of a daughter. I hate it, I don't want to leave. This is so unfair. I don't care what Papa says, I don't want to go. I hate him. My friends are here, not wherever it is that he wants to go now. I don't give a shit about his damn secret project. Better for us, it's only better for him. I'm going to run away. They can't force me to go there, stupid skies. Okay, so once again, it seems that this Infinite Skies Corporation is somehow important probably to the overarching plot, or at least the lore, because there's an awful lot about it. Even in those few short snippets that I found so far. Old short letter. Our opportunity. There are no more laws. The strongest take everything and leave the weak to die. Do you want to be a part of that? The Winstons have everything, but they are weak. Either cooperate or crawl into a mouse hole. PP. Okay, so I guess that was sort of once the comet hit, society has sort of devolved into anarchy, and they were planning to murder their neighbors, presumably for all of their expensive crap. Or I guess at the very least they were planning to rob them, but I somehow doubt they would have stopped at that. Okay, so I've explored those two houses. Let's keep on going this way. Yeah, I do get quite a bit of stuff from, like, one of those simple beasts. So even if those claws are, for example, worth, 1 elixir, after a while, it's still going to pile up. So that was definitely a good idea to learn that skill. Note with a greeting. Best wishes for my sweet grandson. 1403 is a very special number. I hope you like what's in the package. Sincerely, Grandma. Okay, so maybe his birthday is a code for something. Because it seems kind of, you know, telling that it underscores the number. Yeah. 1403.
I'm in.
Okay, so a toy car, which is not that valuable, and a bunch of old world money, which coupled together is actually 500 Elexit. So that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. We wanted to have a little barbecue on Saturday, and the weather is looking really nice. We would be delighted if you and your son could come. Sincerely, the Swampson family. Okay. Okay, I have not explored this house, which seems to be the largest one. And there's also like kind of potentially noxious gas around, so that might be a problem. Okay, that didn't quite work. As far as fights go. Actually, I do wonder how grenades work. Can I use them without the skill? Because I do have a couple of grenades. Is G a shortcut for grenades, perhaps? No. Because I can't... Oh, I can. So I guess the fragmentation grenades that I found are for a grenade launcher. Yeah, it's ammunition. It's not a grenade. Not a hand-thrown grenade. Oh, well, I guess the time isn't paused when I look through the inventory, but it's not a hand grenade. It's ammunition for a grenade launcher. Now, can I survive this? I don't think so, because I'm far too crap at actually dodging and the like. Although maybe. It's specifically called a clumsy rot boar, so I wonder if that's a quest creature. Because usually, for example, in Gothic 3, whenever a monster had like a qualifier to its name, then it was connected with a quest. You know, because it has to be distinct within the files of the game, so that it knows it has to do something with the quest once you kill it. It can't just be a regular type of a creature that there are hundreds of. Okay, he had some metals. He has ingested some metal scrap, which is interesting. Are those the rot boars? No, the outlaw was worried about raptors specifically, not rot boars. Okay, that didn't quite work, and I think that monster is a bit out of my league. So I'll just leave it alone for now. The outlaw was specifically worried about raptors, and not rot boars. So that was a different type of creature. Now this is... I can't get in here without like a gas mask or something. I don't think. Oh, come on. Come on. Okay, so I will avoid this particular house for the time being. But there is still one more.
I'll get you.
Okay, I clearly can't take them for now, so I guess I will have to avoid this location too. Let me just get back to this equipment and then try to look for those catacombs. Maybe the quest log is going to tell me where they are. Caldrim told me where can I find the crypt, yeah, but it doesn't say it here. That's a bit stupid. That's a bit of a stupid way to govern quest logs. It doesn't really tell me where I need to go, and I don't exactly remember what he said. I know that he said it's like southwards of the pit, and the pit is up there to the north, kind of. So it's like over here somewhere, or more south. Okay, those spine hounds are out of my league for the time being. Okay, those are reavers, so like a hostile bandit type of enemy. And I for sure can't take them. So I'm not even going to try. That would be a bit of a waste of everyone's time. It's the quest log is kind of stupid. Like, it seems to me I have little choice than to mark it on my map, because I dislike quest markers, but there does not seem to be any clues left as to where to look for it. So let me take a look. Oh, it's further this way. Okay. I can't do anything about this guy, so I'm just going to circumvent him for the time being. Overall, I feel pathetically weak, but that's kind of the part, that's kind of the crux of the Gothic experience. Like, you always start very weak and you have to avoid every monster, run away from them, you know, hide like a coward, and then eventually you grow stronger and you have the satisfaction of kicking the butts of all of those monsters that tormented you before. That's kind of how it goes. It's actually farther away from Goliet than I sort of thought. Although Kaldrim said there's supposedly undead in the crypt, like, I'm not sure how undead fit into the setting, but, you know, there is magic, so there might exist magic that brings people back to life, or unlife, and, you know, like, to be honest, for now, I seem to have trouble even with the weakest of creatures, so if there are strong enemies inside, then I might be kinda screwed. But let's you know, look around. Is that Kral? I guess I'll see soon enough.
What are you doing here? You should go. This place is dangerous. You should move on.
You're Kral, the guard from the Mana Shrine, right?
Yeah. You've come looking for me then, huh? And you came running, did you?
You're the one who disappeared at the same time as it did, and you're hiding out here.
So, they have no other suspects?
Why did you steal the Elex?
What's that to you? I've not seen you before.
Yeah, tell me what happened, because he the way he wrote it in his diary was like he needed it for someone else, because he said something like, it's better to be a thief than a murderer, so I presume he needed it for someone who would die without it, who's addicted to it. And I happen to see that there is like a glowing person behind him, so maybe he has a friend who has mutated due to Elex dependency, and he's trying to keep him alive.
Tell me what happened. Maybe I won't give you up.
How can I be sure of that?
Well, you can't be sure, but you can try convince me that I shouldn't, I shouldn't rat you out.
You can't. But if I don't go back to Goliet, then they will know you're here. You don't have a choice.
No. No, I don't, do I?
Use your chance to get out of this, or leave it. Your choice.
Who says there's anything to explain? Elex, it's worth a lot. I took it. I sold it.
You wouldn't be hiding out here if you had.
Maybe I like mausoleums. Go on, ask your questions.
Why do you need Elex?
I am not hiding. Have you met the mutant here?
No.
That is my brother, Grimmer. The Albs captured him and took him to that converter. They were going to throw him in. He escaped somehow, but the converter had changed him. I don't know how he survived, but whatever that machine did to him, it's left him needing Elex. If he goes without it for any time, then he's in pain. Without it, I know he'll die. He's my brother. And sometimes I wonder if I did the right thing in saving him.
But is he sentient still? Because if so, then I totally understand it. It's like kind of he needs it to live, so I understand why he stole it. But if he's just a mutated wreck of a person, then what's the point? Like, I understand that from the perspective of his brother, it's probably difficult to let him go. But if he's no longer intelligible, then I feel like keeping him alive by feeding him Elex is kind of more cruel than letting him die. So that all depends.
You're feeding Elex to your brother.
I'm controlling it. Trying to lessen the dose each time. I'm weaning him off it, I'm sure. I keep going, I can get him back. When he's better, I'll go back to Goliet. I'll explain everything to Kaldron. Until then, I can't. They wouldn't understand what I'm doing.
Yeah, he has a weapon and he's standing calmly besides him, so I suppose he has some shred of intelligence and sort of self-awareness left. He's not totally mindless, because he can use a weapon and he can sort of recognize that I'm not a threat and not attack me, so I will let him keep the Elex. Like, I think, I'm not sure whether his plan will work of slowly lowering the dose, but it's worth trying if it can save his brother's life. So I understand why he did it. Like, obviously it's a very slippery slope to justify crimes such as theft with seeming necessity, stealing out of hunger, for example, because laws are laws, and I do think that they should be followed, but I also understand why he did it, and I think generally, if you're doing, there is a name for that, I don't know the English name for that legal sort of term, but in Polish that would be stan wyższej konieczności. The state of a higher necessity is where you have two legal sort of two goods that are protected by law, and they clash with each other. Like when you break a law to save something, and that something that you save is of obviously higher value than what you sacrifice to do it, then you could be justified. You could be, the court could refrain from punishing you for doing that. So this is a very clear example of that, because sure, he has broken the law by stealing, so he has taken another person's property, but he did that to save his brother's life, which is of obviously higher importance as a as a thing that's protected by law. The right to live is more important than the right to own property. So I feel like he, even in court, he could be pardoned if he explained himself well enough. So I will let him keep the Elex.
You can keep the Elex.
Yeah, great. I wouldn't have given it to you anyway. What will you say to Kaldrum?
I'll say I found your corpse.
Dead should answer the question. They won't look for a dead man. Maybe. I can explain that. If I go back in the future, say the body was mutilated, I'll say that I planted things on it. I hope I can go back to Goliet after my brother's cured. I have to take care of my brother.
Can I talk to him though? That would be very fascinating actually, if I could. Do you have anything to say? Also, that's a bit of a dick move from me to go around and steal all of their property, but they don't seem to mind that much. Okay, so he can't speak, but it's clear he has at least some, as I said, some self-awareness and some self-control left. So I wish them luck. I don't know whether this will work, but it's worth a try. For example, the protagonist, has sort of cured his Elex dependency, but I guess he was never mutated to the same degree. So that may be a little bit of a different situation, really. Okay, I can unmark this from my map for now. Oh, I can show the dialogue as well. Okay, this is actually... I take back what I said about the quest log. If I can show the dialogue in its entirety, then... yeah, I can. Okay, so I take it back. This is actually a pretty decent quest log, because I can reread all of the dialogue that's connected with the quest. So I take it back. It's decent. It's only... I'm stupid, actually, and not it. Okay, this is poisoned as well. I would need a gas mask, as I said last time. Or something of the sorts. Okay, there's another sort of transmission tower, and at this point I'm kind of half expecting another message from that guy and another grenade on top of it. I will still explore this house, I think. Well, I guess this time there was nothing here. But you can't, you can't get something every time. And that would be kind of predictable in and of itself. And generally, I'm definitely satisfied with the exploration in this game so far. It's definitely fulfilling. There's a lot of stuff. And there's a lot of sort of small nooks and crannies that reward you for your diligence in exploring. So I do feel good about it, generally speaking. Okay, is there anything on the roof? Not quite. And what kind of monster is that? A spinehound? A little too strong for me. Okay, so this goes out into the sea then. It's the edge of the map on this side. Okay, more fuel, right? Oh no, it's tape. Is that one of those heart whatevers? World hearts? And I'm supposed to question that guy, right? About the murder? So I guess let's do that before I end the episode.
Ooh, who are you? What are you doing here? No one's allowed round the world, Heart.
I'm no threat.
So you say. What brings you all the way out here?
Are you responsible for the world heart here?
That's what you care about? The world heart? What about the men sent with it? If we wither, it does too. Goliet should care as much about us as they care about that plant. But yes, what are we next to a world heart? Ants in history. Here we are standing by the future of Magellan, the very thing given to us in Magellan's hour of need. Maybe that's what Bourne meant. He told me being a cultivator was about learning who you are. Out here, isolated with this thing to care about, I've certainly gained perspective.
What is a cultivator?
Well, we're farmers, in the main. We grow the crops for Goliet, and we tend to the seedlings and the world hearts. The warriors act like they're the big guys, but really, they're here to protect us. Warriors might get the glory, but it's us cultivators who are changing the world.
How long have you been doing this?
Oh, I didn't want to do it. This was a sentence. I got sent here as punishment 5 years ago.
Punished? And you say you enjoy doing this?
Yeah, masochist, aren't I? Fear, women, and fights were all that used to matter. Now, I get a kick from seeing just a few seedlings a season make it all the way to mature. I can take pride from that.
How safe is the world's heart here?
You mean with the Albs scouting out Goliet? They don't seem to register it. The World Heart mustn't be their mission, or they don't know about it. They'd kill me fast enough, though. That is, if the animals didn't get me first, or I don't eat the wrong thing and get poisoned. Still, all in a day's work.
So, you're happy out here?
Happy? I don't know. I'm not dead. But if you're offering to help, there is one thing. I've not had any supplies from Goliet. Can you get them to send someone with my food supplies?
Where do you get your supplies from?
Directly from Goliet, normally. Sometimes, we'll get something from passing hunters. But you can't rely on that.
Why have the deliveries come to a halt?
The Alb attacks. The warlords have put all the warriors on defense and cut down on the supply runs. We're supposed to be self-sufficient out here, but with more Alb attacks and more creatures, we don't have time to grow, forage, or hunt anymore.
I will ask about your food supplies.
Thank you. Cinda is probably the best person to ask. She's fierce. I mean, ball-shriveling fierce, but gets things done. I'm not asking for anything special, just the usual supply run. Or just, well, anything, to be honest. We're hungry out here.
Won't they send you supplies?
At some point, when they remember. Trust me, you going and asking will be faster than us waiting for them to remember. Our stomachs have better memories than they have. Listen, Goliet aside, there's a plant, the cultivator's loaf. If we could collect some of that, it would help us. It grows everywhere, but we've just not had time to collect them. 4 dozen should be enough.
4 dozen?
Yes, hopefully that would last us until we get another supply run. Say, let's round it up. Can you bring me 50? It would save you a trip to Goliet.
It's going to take a while, but eventually I guess throughout the game, because I am going to pick them up whenever I notice them, so eventually I'll find enough.
Why plant the world's heart out here where it's in danger?
You don't understand much about our ways, do you?
So tell me.
We're changing the world with them. Wherever you plant a world heart, it extracts the Elex from the ground, pulls the poison out of the soil. It makes the soil come back to life. Lets Magellan's nature return to it. So whenever we plant a world heart, life follows. The more we plant, the more of Magellan is restored. We have to plant them in places like this because it's where they make a difference. All this around us, is because of the world heart.
So where do the world hearts come from?
I don't know. They found the first ones, the first berserkers. They realized what it could do, that it fed on Elex rather than dying from it, so they started cultivating them.
What do you mean the Albs don't register the world heart?
They don't come here. bypass it, keeping their distance. You'd think they'd come straight for it, huh? It's eating Elex, and they sort of want all the Elex, don't they? Maybe they don't like the mana. The mutants here love it, but when they eat it, it makes them sick. Maybe the Albs can sense that, and they want to stay healthy.
Tell me, what do you know about Askor's murder?
Nothing really. I don't hear much from Goliet out here.
So, you were here when he was killed?
Probably. I haven't been anywhere else in months. I only go back for supplies or to transport seedlings. When was Askor killed?
3 months ago, around Mana's Eve.
Oh, then I was back in Goliet sometime around then. I've lost track, to be honest, but whenever it was, I didn't see anything.
How well do you know Askor?
Not at all. I mean, I knew of him, people talked about him, but I don't think I ever said more than hello to him, and he ignored me. He didn't really have time for cultivators. But, you know, people can be like that. Some value our work, others think they're superior somehow.
Do you know where they found Askor's body?
I'm guessing somewhere in the forest, or why ask me, right?
Did you hear anything else about Askor?
Well, I'm wondering why you're not asking me about the seedling that disappeared the same night Askor was murdered. No one seems to be asking about it, and from what I heard, it wasn't just a seedling, it was one close to maturity. I heard it was being sent to a cultivator in the hope it could go on to Tavar or somewhere as a new world heart, but it never arrived.
Do you carry a sword?
Of course. It's dangerous out here.
You work here on your own?
Most of the time. That's part of the punishment. It didn't used to be as lonely. They'd send patrols out to check on us. But since the Albs started attacking, we've been left on our own out here. Yeah, I guess we're not a priority.
I don't think you killed Askor.
Me? Of course I didn't.
You really don't think you have a motive?
You mean the seedling he had? I'm a cultivator. I look after a world heart. I want to know what happened to the seedling he had. Why aren't you investigating where it went?
You're out here with a sword and no witnesses.
If I tried to attack a warrior with a sword, chances are you'd be planting me in the ground. Not now.
Are there any other named characters around here, or just cultivators?
Not now.
Well, I think just cultivators. The world heart kind of looks like a heart as well. Which, you know, might be why they call it that. So perhaps I shouldn't be at all surprised. Okay, but this episode has been more than long enough. In fact, a little too long, so I'm going to save and end it for now. That's all for this one, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!